Yo, yo. What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to another Thursday night with Tech King Mike. I apologize because I got to go off camera for just a quick second. Be right back. No, the stream just started. This ain't the way to start a stream, but be right back. All right, we back. I had to go get my glasses because I was having a little trouble. All right. If y'all can't tell, I just ran. Welcome back to another Thursday night with Tech King Mike. Good to see you all this evening. Hope everybody is doing well. Jason C is in the building. Let's do a roll call of the chat. First off, hello, Jason C. What's good? Great to see you streaming, Mike. Hope you are going very well. I'm going the best I can, Jason. Thank you. Raymond Williams says, whoa. What's good with you, Raymond? Good to see you, big dog. Bradley Larcher is in the building. He said, hello, Mike. What up, everyone? Bradley also, yes. Thank you. I love some good jazzy hip hop. Thank you, sir. Appreciate that. My cousin is in the building. What up with you? Marcus the Barber is in the building. What's good with you, dog? Jean Michel is in the building. Good to see you, sir. Good to see you. The Real Savage is in the building. What's going on? What's going on, Real Savage? Fanwell, am I saying it right? Fanwell, how you doing? Good to see you, sir. Good to see you. James, mother effing apple. Henny, pure white boys. Jason, let me tell you, James, let me tell you something. My student brought me some pure white. I have not opened it yet, saving it for a special occasion, but I'm excited. Man. So, how's everybody doing? Been a minute since we did one of these, man. I'm not sure if anybody else is streaming right now, but if there is anybody else streaming, of course, you know, you have Ike's Tech Talk. I believe he is streaming tonight. I got messages coming on Messenger. You got Ike's Tech Talk streaming tonight. And you have a few other people that are normally streaming on Thursday night. Shelly Save the Day, See Over the Technician usually streams as well. So definitely want to say shout out to those individuals if they do stream tonight. And I will be streaming again on Thursdays. Hopefully, we'll get back up to some consistency here. Some consistency. That's what I was trying to say. I'm using StreamYard tonight. If you guys have not seen, I'm using StreamYard tonight instead of the Opus live stream software. And that is mostly because of two reasons. I love the Opus software. I really do. My problem is I was having a really hard time setting up the stream. I know they've worked out some kinks and some bugs, but it was like YouTube did not want to recognize when I tried to set it up through them. And in the past, I've had issues trying to set up a stream on YouTube and then using Opus, where you had to like close the stream on YouTube, do all this other back and stuff. And the other thing I was having a problem with is the studio kept crashing on me. So Rebecca, if you're watching, I'll send you an email. If not, whatever. I hope you, whatever. I will send an email about it. But yeah, there was a lot going on when it came to Opus. But let's talk about the topic of conversation. So, you guys see the title? Samsung bricked. Okay. Samsung bricked my Galaxy S23 Ultra. Yeah. Yeah. Let us talk about that for a second. Okay. So, here's what happened about 2 weeks ago, because it's the 20th. It was about 2 weeks ago. Samsung shot me an email. I said, hey, we never received your trade in. Okay. I called them. I said, I didn't send a trade in. I paid for the phone outright. Samsung said, no, according to our records, you sent a trade in. I said, no, I paid for the phone outright. They said, well, we're going to attempt to charge your card for the difference. I said, no, you're not. So I had a Samsung representative from their tier 3 support actually tell me, clear your debit card because the system is going to try to take the money automatically. And I was like, you got to be shitting me. But here's what it is. I'm going to show you guys this picture so y'all can see what I saw. On my phone because, I'm sorry, I took the picture with my iPhone because I had to switch to my iPhone because I was at work when it happened. And don't you know, literally about maybe a week after that email was sent out, around the beginning of this month, they locked the phone. And this is what they did. This is the message that popped up on my phone right here. Let's see if I can make this big for you guys so you guys can see it here. This was Tuesday, April 4th. Now, in the background, that's a picture of my daughter as my wallpaper, right? So you see, reported lost or stolen, has a balance due, failure to meet trading terms, all this other stuff, right? So I went back and forth with them for about a good 2 or 3 days. I had receipts, I had my bank statement, I had everything showing I made the payment. There's no way you guys are going to tell me that I owe anything. What happened, according to Samsung, is there was a discrepancy in their system where it flagged me for a trade in, even though I didn't have one. And so, because of a system issue with Samsung, I had to drop the phone, as in stop using the phone. My SIM card was on it and everything. If you guys know me, I was using the phone. All right. My bubbles weren't blue for the people who, I messaged with or whatever. I had to wait 2 weeks to get my phone unlocked. Now, why am I talking about this? Because I had a whole 2 months with the phone review plan and everything. And I got to be 1,000% honest with you. That literally soured me on even wanting to mess with it. I'm gonna talk to a couple people that popped up in the chat. My man Aditya is in the building. Said, "Been a while. Hope you're doing well." Thank you, sir. Hope you're doing well as well. James Apple said, "I'm waiting to pop the bottle on the streaming." But yeah, it really left a bad taste in my mouth. And my man Trent's Tech did a stream recently, a while back, about Samsung customer service and just in general, and how customer service can really affect the way that you perceive a company, right? And so my biggest thing that I took from it was Samsung's customer service is garbage, doo doo, doo 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 doo. Like they are straight doo doo. And the thing is, Samsung makes some really good phones. They make some great phones. But Jesus Christ, it's hard to want to tell someone to buy something through a company. And I say this because what do a lot of YouTubers push? They push unlocked, 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 unlocked. I'm 1,000% positive that I wouldn't have had an issue like that if I'd have gone through T-Mobile or Verizon or Xfinity or even Best Buy. The fact that I went directly through Samsung, I feel like it's just something that Samsung's customer service has been known to have problems. There are people who literally there are people who literally have had issues where they've had a phone that was broken, a folding phone that was broken. There's the little ink across the screen and everything, and Samsung was like, "We don't see anything wrong," you know. So their customer service really needs a lot of work, and I'm still using the phone. Once I got it unlocked, I'm still using it. Okay, still using the phone religiously. I use this religiously. I enjoy this phone so much. I like Samsung software, and I'm having such a good time with my S23 Ultra over my iPhone that I'm considering putting this back up for sale again because I have plans to buy a camera, in which case I won't need this anymore to do content. So I say all of that to say that I hope Samsung like takes note of a lot of these complaints that they're getting because I got on Reddit and I started looking at like different complaints that people have about Samsung and Jesus Christ. Samsung got some stuff they need to work out when it comes to their customer service, bro. Did you know? Okay, here's another fun fact for you guys. Did you know if you've ever bought anything directly through Samsung and you said save my card info, once your card info is saved, you cannot remove it from their website. There's no way to remove it from their website. It's like it's stuck there. I'm not gonna lie to you. That kind of threw me off a little bit. I was like, wait a minute. What do you mean it's stuck? There's no way to remove it. None whatsoever. Jesus Christ. See? Getting the call as I'm streaming. I will answer that later. Let's see. Got a few more people popped in the chat. My man Easy Computer Solutions is in the building. Sorry to hear that, bro. It's all good. It's all good. Also, man, don't forget to catch Easy Computer Solutions in his podcast. Bradley Larcher said it's trash. The Hawks TV. Good evening, the Hawks. How are you doing? Good to see you. It's trash, straight trash on the customers. So yeah. All right, Trenton is in the building. What's up, Trenton? He said, with Samsung, you got to cover your ass when it comes to their customer service. Facts. Big facts. See, Super Robot Ed, first off, how's it going, Super Robot Ed? He said, I work in construction for Duke Energy as an escalation rep. Great customer service can de escalate in seconds. Said they would be taking that phone back. That's too much money to be playing with trying to buy these phones outright. And see, and that's the problem. I even went so far as to tell them, look, if you're going to do that, if you're going to go through this whole rigmarole of telling me what I know to be true, take the phone back. Take the phone back. Like, just let me box it up. I'll send it back to you. I'll pay to send it back to you. I'll pay to send it back. Forgive me. Please forgive me. But this is another side of it that really frustrated me. No matter how many times I tried to say what I could do or what could be done, when you're trying to speak with someone and there's a language barrier, there's a gap there, that is so infuriating. And not because I have a problem with it, but it's frustrating because you know this person's trying their best to understand you and to work with you, and you're already coming into it heated. So working with someone in that type of an environment, it is kind of like, like, like I was getting frustrated, but eventually I got through to someone. I was told give it 5 to 7 business days. I gave it 5 to 7 business days. I got through to someone after about the seventh business day. I called the next day. I got through to somebody. I said, I want to speak to supervisor, highest support I can get. And I got somebody who legitimately said, send me a picture of your bank statement right now. Okay. What's your email? I don't know if y'all can hear that typing, but that was me on my computer. Send a picture of the email. Then I got through to someone else that said, okay, we're going to just refund you the money. And then when we refund you the money, you just submit the I said, no, no, not doing all that. Not doing all that. This individual that I got to saw the bank statement, saw the order receipt, said, give me 24 hours. Give me 24 hours. And if it's not, I'll send you an email with my direct number and extension. And you can call me back. I said, what's going to happen in 24 hours? They said, the phone will be unlocked. You'll need to be connected to Wi Fi for it to happen. Bet. Bet. Took the phone to work with me. And don't you know, I forgot what day it was on Twitter that I said it, but it was a few days ago. Don't you know, I'm at work on Wi Fi and pulled the phone out of my backpack because I carried it with me because it's still my second phone. Still my second phone. Or my main phone now, but it was my secondary phone. Pulled the phone out my backpack, working fine. Completely gone. The message was gone and been using it ever since. When I tell you good customer service goes a long way. James Apple said customer service can put a sour taste in your mouth. Pause. The Hawks TV said that's crazy. So even if the card is expired, James, it doesn't get off of there. You cannot remove it. Hawks said, honestly, all of these companies need to have better customer service. And see, Hawks, the reason I'm talking about this, right? The reason I'm talking about this is because it's a couple of things that I took from this. Number one, okay, this wouldn't have happened. I know this is gonna sound cliche. I know this is gonna sound cliche, and I know some people are probably gonna say, like, man, like Mike, you tripping. But I gotta say it for what it is. The one thing about it, two things for sure. I've already said this wouldn't have happened if it was bought through a carrier because you could have taken it straight to the carrier store and done something about it. So this wouldn't have happened if you bought it through a carrier. But here's the other side. There's an Apple store literally on every block. You could have taken it to the Apple store. Probably would have been a little bit easier. Face to face communication, conversation. There's another thing. Wouldn't have happened with an import. Okay. Because you're buying it through a secondhand seller, they can't lock the phone. They can't have a discrepancy in the system. They can't have an issue. So there's a lot of things that go into that make me feel like, number one, I'm not done with Samsung. I said I was because I was pissed off, but I'm not done with Samsung as far as their devices go. I still, like I said, I still love this phone, man. This thing is this is my baby. Okay. This is my baby. But I am done with Samsung Direct. Like I'm done with Samsung Direct because I just do not want to deal with it anymore. I can't deal with it. I cannot deal with it. This and having a fold. I had a fold last year that I sent back for a warranty repair, stolen. And Samsung tried to say it was me. Now, mind you, Hold on. First and foremost, let me catch up on the chat. So all is well, Mike. Hope you're well. Thank you, Hawks. I appreciate it. Everything is well. Castro said that is so crazy. Castro was good. Good to see you, sir. Thank you for joining in. Bradley Larcher said would have been great if you got that rep in the first place. It's amazing what one good rep can do for you. Just remind me when I go back to Jamaica to get. Hey man, get me two of them. Get me two of them, and I'll find you and get it from you. Holler at your boy said, "Hey, Castro said, can you explain why they blacklisted it?" Castro, I'm not sure if you just got here, but kind of broke that down in the beginning of the stream. So Bradley Larcher said, was talking to the Sean, but yeah, dang, I kind of lost my train of thought. I ain't gonna lie to you, I lost my whole train of thought. Long story short, like I said, these type of things matter. Okay, it matters. Moving forward, I'll probably just go with Best Buy. Best Buy has good trade-in deals just like Samsung does, and they even do the whole acknowledgement of you get it, you get the whole memory upgrade on them. And Best Buy usually can give you like a Best Buy gift card or something like that to go along with it as well. They may not give you the accessories, but they give you like, the Best Buy gift card. So moving forward, that's probably how I'm gonna do mine. Just keeping it a buck. I'm probably gonna get mine through Best Buy. Um, because I really like this phone. And that's going to take me into, I guess, my 2 month review, or a little bit over 2 months of this phone. This thing, listen, man, I see you, LaShawn. LaShawn said, I am editing in the background. LaShawn about to put out some heat. James said, you going to find me in Miami, take your towns to South Beach to see about the bottle. Bro, I'm in Jacksonville. Miami is literally a back and forth drive of the day. So if you're serious, let me know. But like I said, this phone is awesome, man. This thing has literally replaced almost every device that I want and could have. All right. Camera. Let's talk about the camera first. After 2 months of using this camera, shutter lag is still there. All right. It's still a thing. But the shutter lag is not something that bothers me anymore. And here's why. In the beginning, it bothered me because I felt like, well, what if I want to capture a picture of my child and my child is moving? Most of the time, I capture pictures of my daughter when she's off guard. And my daughter is getting old enough, even in her 1 year of age. Um, oh, Michael Peppertech, I didn't know that. That sucks. Anyway, before I put his comment up, let me keep this going. My daughter is 18 months. She'll be 2 in October, right? If I say, the daddy take a picture or something like that, hey man, my daughter looks at me and smiles. She is getting to the point where that shutter lag or that motion blur or whatever that people talk about, it doesn't bother me anymore. It really doesn't. The cameras on this thing are phenomenal. I would even go so far as to say that to me, for my experience, this is probably the best camera system, right? Notice how I said system, since there was that whole, like people losing their mind over MKBHD saying system, because this is my opinion. I love the camera system on this phone. The zoom capabilities, God, love it. And the only phone that beats this one for me, as far as what I think is the best camera system, Pixel 7 Pro. Pixel 7 Pro. They're literally right next to each other. Whereas the Pixel 7 Pro takes better photos, the Galaxy S23 Ultra has better videos. They're right next to each other. And that's a bigger thing that a lot of people aren't ready to have a conversation about, which is that at the end of the day, all these phones are good. All of them. All of them. They're all good. Only thing with Best Buy is they don't do unlocked anymore. Mike, why you had to do that, man? You're making it you're making this difficult for me, Mike. Making this difficult for me. James said, okay, cool. Mike, shut up. Shut your mouth. How dare you mention the shitter lag? Of course. And then, of course, the Bionic Scoop is in the building. Also, everybody, say happy belated birthday to the Bionic Scoop. If you did not attend his birthday live stream, it was a lot of fun. I didn't talk a lot in the chat, but I was watching. And also, shout out to Scoop for the magnificent work he does with the camera. Talking about camera systems, and yeah. Let's see. Super Robot Ed said they don't do unlock no more. I don't know. I got the O20 Ultra and Liberty for the anniversary years. They don't do that. All right. Yes, Pixel 7 Pro. My Pixel 7 Pro is still here. It's still here. They want us stuck in contracts. Yeah, of course, because they get something from it. Best Buy, T-Mobile, Verizon, all them companies, they get something from it. I have a friend that actually tried to set up a new account with AT&T, right? They tried to set up a new account with AT&T through Best Buy. And you know what Best Buy told you know what the website said? No new contracts or no new lines or anything can be added over the internet. Best Buy is like, nah, you want to add something? You got to come in and see us, big dog. You got to come on in and holler at us. So yeah, it's getting bad, man. Let's see. You should be able to go through Amazon. Oh yeah, you can definitely go through Amazon. You can definitely go through Amazon. I was there. I synced it. I synced it. Michael Peppercheck says carriers got sick of people coming in and trading in devices and walking out with the device. Carriers make money on the plans, so they need to lock you in somehow. Yes, that is yes, 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 yes. I mean, think about it. T-Mobile is a prime example of this. What Michael is saying. T-Mobile has gone from trading the device and get $800 to now trading the device if you're on our most expensive plan. And that's been going on for about a year or two now, but still, they only do that type of stuff if you're on the most expensive plan. I'm on Magenta. I refuse to go to Magenta Max because I have no incentive to go to Magenta Max. I have zero incentive to pay more money for Magenta Max. I just don't. I don't have any incentive for it. And I don't really I don't know. I don't want to trade in a phone for bill credits. That's just not something that I feel that's not something that I feel is worth it. Bill credits to me don't do anything for me. They're just pats on the back in my opinion. Let's see. Unlike Apple, Samsung improves on camera based on consumer feedback. Looking at you, HDR. Facts, big facts. But I'm gonna tell you something, though, Adichie. I'm gonna tell you something, man. If I had the money, right? If I didn't have other priorities in my life and I had the money, and I'm not to say anybody who has it or bought it doesn't have other priorities. I'm gonna make sure I put that out there because people are sensitive nowadays. But if I had the money, right, I would pick up the Xiaomi 13 Ultra or that Apple Find X6 Pro because number one, those phones look damn good. All right, they look damn good. That Oppo Find X6 Pro with that vegan leather tan back, that phone looks good. All right, that's a damn good looking phone. But watching some of the videos that I've watched and seeing just what the cameras can do, it's truly something that makes me want to take pictures. And that's what I like about this phone, this phone and my Pixel is that those two phones make me want to take pictures. When you spend all this money on a phone, right? It's not just a phone. It's a communicator. It's a computer in your pocket. It is your camera on your person at all times, right? There's so much more to these phones than just phone. And I see you, BG. BG, I see you. I see you down there, BG. And you right, you right. But at the end of the day, your phone should make you want to use it. And that's what this thing does for me. This phone makes me want to use it. I try to find ways to use the zoom and I try to find ways to use the 200 megapixel sensor. Yeah, I said it. I do. I find little things that I'm like, wow, that looks pretty nice. I want to take a detailed picture of it. I use the camera sensor. Am I a photographer? No. Am I one of those people that breaks down specs on phones? No. Will I ever break down specs on phones? No, because guess what? The cameras on the Z Fold 4 were good to me. So I'm looking forward to seeing what the Z Fold 5 cameras look like. And I'm looking forward to seeing what that phone has going on, which we'll talk about that in a second. But all of that to say, right? All of that to say that when it's all said and done, turn this a little bit. When it's all said and done, I think if a phone doesn't make you want to use the features that you're paying thousands of dollars for, it's not one that you should be interested in. Heroic Vision is in the building. He said, yes, that S23 Ultra main camera sensor is a beast. I got some fantastic. Man, if y'all are not following Heroic Vision, please do. Please do. Because this man literally is a beast when it comes to his videography and the short films and the things that he creates with his phones. You have got to give this guy a look. Okay. Please do that favor. Go check his stuff out. and then come back to the next live stream or the next video and just comment heroic. Okay, just do it. Do it for me, please. Do it for me. All right. Me. Okay. Do it for me. Damn it. All right. Do it for me. And we're moving on. Castro said, "What's Magenta Max?" That whole Ponzi scheme that people have where it's like, hey, if you pay more money, you get more, but you get the same. That's what Magenta Max is. Magenta Max is literally T-Mobile's top tier data plan, and there's no difference. I know people who have Magenta Max versus the regular Magenta plan, like I have, and there's no difference. Now, it depends on your area because some people will say, "Oh yeah, man, you get a lot of speeds and this and that to the third." But me personally, I have not noticed anything because I tried Magenta Max for like a month. There was like a whole thing going on where like you could try it for a month or 30 days or whatever. I tried it, hated it. Nothing changed except my bill got higher. So nope, I'm good. James Apple said we only have the big three of mobile carriers via T-Mobile, Verizon, and AT&T. Exactly. That's all we got. Michael Pepper texts, I found out something interesting. I did a trade in through Apple Store and got $1,000 for an iPhone 13 through T-Mobile. It's 400 upfront and 600 in credits. It's unlocked too. That's what I'm saying. Like little stuff like that. Little stuff like that is frustrating because I want to get what you guys say I'm going to get. If I say I'm trading my phone in, that's one thing I like about Samsung is that or Best Buy. But now with Best Buy making you activate it, that's kind of a no-go. But with Best Buy or with Samsung, I like the fact that if they say, "Hey, we're going to give you $800," you get $800. Like you get what you pay for. Or with Apple, same thing. But that's just God, that's crazy, man. The 13 Ultra is fire. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. I'm watching videos on that one tonight because that one is pretty nice. I would love to catch an Oppo X6 Pro because I've used the Xiaomi phone very briefly, but I use the Xiaomi phone. I've used the Huawei. I've used I had a Vivo, but it was is old Vivo phone. But I've never and this I think I used the Vivo before YouTube even was or before I even thought about doing YouTube and didn't even know it was an import at the time. But I would love to try that said, I'd love to try an Oppo and a Vivo as like I'd like to order them and use them as my regular phone, like everyday phone. Um, so yeah, like I love it, man. Like I love what they're doing over there. I still stand by my statement, which is that imports are not going to be in the conversation until they're carrier accessible. And I only say they're not going to be in the conversation because when I try to talk to people about these devices, a lot of people just kind of hit me with the, "Oh, okay." It's either, "Oh, all right, cool." Or, there's not really anything other than, "Oh, that sounds cool." I have yet to talk to someone who is not a techie, who's not someone who upgrades every year and describe an import device or even describe a fold or a flip or something and not see a reaction that's kind of just like, "Oh, okay, that's what's up. How much it costs?" I mean, you can import this phone and it'll be 1100 $1,100. It's like, yeah, but that's including import fees and stuff like, "Oh, okay. I got this Galaxy A55 from Verizon and it was like 200 and it's broken down over the next 24 months." Like it's like the interest is not there like it could be if there were advertisements like the Pixel. I'm starting to see more Pixels around. One thing I love about my job, I've said this on streams before since I've started my job, is that I see a wide range of devices. I got people at my job that use Android, iPhone, whatever, and I've seen folds, Pixels, Galaxies, iPhones. I saw one import. I saw somebody using an import. I saw somebody who was using a Xiaomi phone one time, and they straight up said, "I like import devices." And that was a rarity. That was a very rare occurrence because it was almost like, you start wiping the glasses off type of situation. Super Robot Ed said, "I'm still locked into one of T-Mobile's old family plans, and I will not switch to nay of the magenta. Nay of thy magenta plan. Will I switch? I will not switch to nay magenta plan." Ladies and gentlemen, let's say it one more time. Let's say it one more time. Nay, will I switch to the magenta plan? Nay, will T-Mobile Make me switch. All right. Oh, I think we still have the reverb on. All right. So that's like, I don't know. That's my thing. Let's see. Apple Finance Pro is truly phone of the year for me. Uh-oh. Can y'all hear me now? I think I may have cut the mic off for a second. But yeah, so let's see. Let's keep on going. All that phone with the 1080p front camera. Yeah. Let's see. I was a photographer once. Shut up. I know that's crazy, right? I found out I couldn't do trade-ins. I'm still one playing with OnePlus. OnePlus is still doing the damn thing, but I gotta be honest with you, man. It's so vain. It's so vain. And this is just me. All right. I always preface this because I never want anyone to take my opinion. I never want anyone to take my opinion and and try to say like I'm speaking for others. I'm speaking for myself. And this is just me. OnePlus phones just don't look good to me anymore. At one point in time, OnePlus phones look really good. But the new OnePlus devices, I just don't, they're just not attractive to me. And that all to say, I know software wise, they're still some of the best phones out there. Android wise, still some of the best phones out there, but they just aren't doing it for me. Now, I do remember seeing Barry Johnson. I'm sorry, you guys. These headphones are like tugging on my glasses, which is tugging on my hair. If y'all can't tell, your boy got the long hair going on. So finna get this joint, finna get this stuff, kind of twisted up or something. You know what I'm saying? Do something a little bit different. Finna be out here like them island boys. Um, but I say all of that because Barry Johnson made a comment on Twitter a while back, and I guess the OnePlus 11 or are we on 11 now? I think it's the 11. I think it's the OnePlus 11 Pro. It's supposed to be in the same body as the Oppo. Not gonna lie, if that happens, I might check one out. I might check one out because that would be nice. But as it currently stands right now, I'm not really a fan of the little corner stove top. Jojo the techie is in the building. Hello, Jojo. Good to see you. Thank you for being here. Let's see. Oh, the real savage said not OnePlus. I'm talking about the plan. Oh, I see what you're saying. I'm still one plan with okay, 10-4, 10-4. How's your Z Fold 2 holding up? All right. How's your Z Fold 2 holding up after the last several years? Did you get it on launch? Like, talk to me. Let's see. My brother, of course. Heroic is insane with his video. Facts. Insanity. T-Mobile has new plans starting 423. I need to look that up because I didn't even know they had new plans starting up. I did my homework, and for my use, it didn't seem reasonable to upgrade to Magenta or Magenta anything. Let's see. Have you seen anyone with a dumb phone? Yes, I have actually. Aditya said, everywhere I go, iPhone, iPhone, iPhone. Until people's perceptions about imports change, it won't make a difference, even through carriers. My cousin works at AT&T, and he says hardly anyone is buying the Pixel 7. Now, that's true. Unfortunately, that's true. The thing is that the Pixel is growing. Like, the Pixel is growing, right? But it's still not there yet as far as, like, its popularity. Now, I'm gonna tell you something that I do think is starting to change. All right. This is something that's starting to change. And I I was really shocked at this. Okay. There are celebrities who are starting to be seen on social media taking pictures with Pixels or Galaxy phones. Now, Mike, why are you shocked at that? Why is that a big deal? Because celebrity people in the United States have a huge influence on younger generations, my generation, older generations, whatever. A lot of people follow celebrities. A lot of people follow these politicians and people of that nature. And when they see their favorite person using something, they tend to follow suit, right? So the fact that there are people out there who are advertising that, hey, yeah, like case in point, what's the girl's name? God, I feel so old because I don't know her name. She's a rapper. She's a rapper. Don't know her name. She has like red hair. Um, Spice Girl. The Spice Girl. I don't know what her first name is, but the Spice Girl. She took a picture recently with a Galaxy. And yeah, I ain't gonna lie to you. I saw that and I was like, oh wow, that's interesting. I think my little sister mentioned something about it, but then I also think I saw like people talking about it on TikTok and everything. And I was like, oh god dang. Like it's amazing what something that simple can do. for the notoriety of something. The Real Savage said, yes, it is good pay, full price. Hey, love to see it. Love to hear it. Jason, I see your comment. We're going to talk about the fold here in just a second. Let's see. T. Holla is in the building. He said, what's up, Tech King Mike? Good to see you, sir. Duval is in the house. What up with you, T. Holla? Good to see you, my brother. Michael Pepperjack said, I picked up the OnePlus 11 and loving it compared to my S23 Plus, which is $200 more retail price. I'm super happy with the cameras, OS, battery life, etc. Sad OnePlus removed video over USB-C, though. Damn. Jason C says, any interest in the Pixel Fold? All right, let's talk about the Pixel Fold. Let's talk about it. So here's my thing. I am interested in the Pixel Fold. I'm not interested in the 2-month waiting period for one, or the close to 2-month waiting period for one. Not interested in that. I do feel like I just I am yeah. Hawks is right there with me. I'm sorry, I'm gonna get back to what Jason was saying, but that's how it was with T-Mobile Sidekick back in the day. T-Mobile took it further, and those celebrities were the employee plan. Another conversation for another day. Facts, because I'm see Hawks. This is me and you. We're on the same page. But Pixel Fold looks awesome. I'm excited to see it. I'm looking forward to its unveiling, and I think it's going to be really dope. Do I agree with the price point? Here's the thing, man. Here's the thing. I guess you would consider an apologist for folding phones. And the reason for that is because I've looked at countless videos, I've looked online, and I believe that the price for folding phones is not far off of what it should be. And here's why. The base version of this phone is $1,200. It's 2 pieces of glass with aluminum on the side. A folding phone is 2 pieces of glass, a folding piece of glass, aluminum on the side, a hinge, waterproofing the hinge, and apparently the new Fold is going to be dust proof. The Pixel Fold apparently is supposed to have some good resistance and stuff like that as well. It's a lot of money and R&D that goes into these products. And I think that that's why people like the Real Savage who use one are still using one several years after it's after the one that they bought, because they know what they bought and they know what they're paying for. I don't have a problem with the price of the Pixel Fold. Does that mean I'm going to pay for it? I don't know. I'm not 100% sure. Probably not. Probably not. I'm going to be 100% honest with you. I'm probably not. Let's see. Appreciate the conversation, sir. Castro, appreciate you coming through, man. Thank you so much. Castro is one of the people that be in the Technically T Discord server. They be cutting up in there. I love watching the conversations in there because I'm a creeper like that, and I watch because I have to mute the notifications. Because when I'm at work and I'm trying to administer a test and my phone is just whoop, 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 like over and over again, like I have to mute it. But I mean, it's still awesome to be able to like catch up with those guys. That Discord server, if you're not a part of Technical T's Discord server, like you really should join in. But appreciate the $5 holla, sir. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate you. So I was waiting, or shall I say, was hoping for a bigger front screen. I see we are not there yet. No, we are not there yet. And that I just feel like it's like with back to the Pixel Fold before I talk about the Fold 5. With the Pixel Fold, I think it's going to be a hit. It's just me though. It's just me. It's just me. It's just me. I think it's going to be a hit because at the price that they're talking about bringing it out, it's going to be a direct competitor to the Galaxy. But here's the other thing. A lot of the stuff that we have right now is rumors and leaks. Not saying that John Prosser is wrong, but I don't think it's going to be that much because the pixels are not that much. You can get a 512 gigabyte Pixel 7 Pro, and it is going and it's less than it's $1,000. 512 gigs, 1,100 at the most. It's come on, man. Like somebody do this math with me. I don't think it's going to be that bad, but we'll see. And like Michael Pepper said, nearly 7 weeks. 7 weeks between the announcement and shipping has me concerned for the Pixel Fold. Wonder how many people will order and cancel as videos come out over that time. Let's think about that again. Okay, let's think about that again because there's 2 things in here that he said that I want to take note on. Nearly 7 weeks. That's a long time, fam. That's a long time. I'm gonna be 1,000% honest with you. 2 weeks is a long time to wait for a Samsung device. 2 weeks is a long time. because that's 2 weeks that my money is just in limbo in Samsung's hands. Then I'm like, I might just wait till it comes out. But then you run the risk of shipping dates slipping and stuff like that. So 2 weeks is a long time. 7 is a long time. That's a long time. Now, now, here is the other thing that he said. Wonder how many people will order and cancel as videos come out. I think people are going to cancel their orders, but I think that this is one of those times where I don't want to hear no complaints. Okay. All right. Matter of fact, let's go ahead and let's go and do this real quick. Let's go and do this real quick. None, no complaints about bigger YouTubers and their videos. Because this is one of those few times where those bigger YouTubers having their videos while people are in their 7 week waiting period are going to really be helpful. And I'm not saying that for the ones who are going to talk about MKBHD is going to put out 2 videos or one at the most. I'm talking about the people who are going to get this phone and who are going to actually put it through its paces. Jonathan Casey, people like that, or Super Scientific, people who are going to actually put the phone through its paces in its own way. Ben's Gadget Reviews. I hope he gets one. People like that, these videos are going to be crucial during this 7 week period, because otherwise, if you launch a phone and make people wait 7 weeks for it to come out, and we don't have any videos or anything between that time, people are going to lose interest. People are going to lose interest, man. Like the Hawk said, no one wants their money tied up for several weeks. 2 weeks is a long time. 2 weeks is a long time, fam. That's a long time. You talking about 7? I don't know, man. I don't know. There's a lot can happen in 7 weeks. So a lot can happen in 2 weeks. There's a lot can happen in a day. Now you're talking about $1,700 tied up for a month and a half. I don't know, man. I don't know. I think Google may have dropped the ball on that particular move right there. I always keep my phone on silent. I find it weird that people can hear my ringing. Is it just me? No, no. My vibration motor, haptic motor on my phones usually is noticeable if it goes off back to back to back to back to back. And Castro can tell you that Discord server be going off sometimes back to back to back to back to back. A DJ said, I think the Pixel Fold will be 1,500. There seems to be a lot of complaints about the Fold having the Tensor 2, at least in my feed. I understand to a point, but I think it'll be okay. I think it'll be fine. I think it'll be fine, but I think people also need to understand that when this phone was probably put into research and development, the Tensor 1 was probably the main chip. So Tensor G2 is probably the one that was planned for it. And so it is what it is. It is what it is. Now, all of that to say, I still want to see videos on it. And I still might pick one up. I need to know what the trade-in deals are going to be like, though. And that's partially one of the reasons why I'm excited for it to see what the trade-in deals look like. Because I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm proud. Okay. I'm proud to be a part of Team Pixel, and I'm thankful to be a part of Team Pixel. But Team Pixel ain't sending us out no $1,700 folds. I can tell you that right now. I don't claim to speak for Team Pixel, but Team Pixel ain't sending out no $1,700 folds. So I'm gonna live vicariously through people like my man El Jefe Reviews is in the chat. What up, El Jefe? Good to see you, sir. Said still copping on fofos. But anyway, I'm gonna live vicariously through people like El Jefe Reviews, because I know he's gonna get one, and I'm excited to see to hear his thoughts, not necessarily in a video, but just to hear his thoughts, because Jefe is just one of those cool ass people that, like, talking to him about devices is like talking to one of my homeboys. So let's see. $1,700 is what my Vivo X Fold was. Knowing the Pixel cameras and Google specialty software features, I just hope they take multitasking into consideration and video out. Listen, so Mike, that is the part of this that I have not seen anyone talk about yet. Like, I might be giving you a video idea. I have not seen anybody talk about this yet. Google releasing this Fold. Okay. Google releasing this Fold is going to change folding phones, period. Developers are going to start to get on board with a little bit more haste. Samsung is a giant company and they get on board with Samsung. But I think that developers and companies are going to start to get on track a little bit faster to make things work with this fold the way that they do on a Pixel. I think Google, being the company that created Android, mm, finally releasing their own fold is going to be good for the industry. And it's not necessarily just in the competition mindset. Competition is good for anything. I think in the overall grand scheme of things, it's going to be worth it. So, good point on that, Mike. Good point. Because especially when you think about the cameras and the security software, like no one wants their money tied up for several weeks. Watch OnePlus drop their fold in those 7 weeks. Still copping. And what? Oh yeah, that's a lot of chatter on the T's Discord server. Yep. Yep. El Castro said that's why it's been quiet. Let's see. Hefe said, "What's up, y'all?" Bradley said, "I've seen iPhone and iPad ship months later and people gladly wait, but Android users have too many options at their disposal. So that's a major factor as well." That is very true. That is very true, Bradley, because at the end of the day, when you're waiting for one thing, it's different. When you know you can go get it anywhere here and there, it's a whole different story. Let's see. Silly D Williams is in the building. He said, well, salute to you, sir. Salute to you." But that's pretty much it. Fold 5 on the subject of folds. Fold 5. All right. Last year I had the Fold 4 and the S23 Ultra. So I have the Galaxy Z Fold 3. Am I going to get the Fold 5? I've said this probably. I want to see what the trade-in deals are going to look like. So it's a strong possibility that I might get the Z Fold 5. Two things are pushing me towards getting it. Okay. Number one, the fact that they're finally fixing the folding mechanism to fold completely flat. That is one thing about import devices that I have always envied over the fold, is the fact that they can fold completely flat like a book. Not flat with a gap, but completely flat like a book. I saw a Reddit post that talked about how the fold was losing its thigh gap, and I lost my mind because I could not stop laughing at it. But the Fold 5 losing the thigh gap seems like it's going to be pretty nice. Another thing that I like that they're doing is they're finally giving it a proper IP rating, because there's supposed to be a true dust resistance in it this year. Now, I've never had an issue with dust in the past, but some of that type of stuff is going to be some of that is going to be nice peace of mind, because this thing gets super dusty in my pocket, or if I have it on my belt because I have an OtterBox case for it. And knowing that the fold is going to basically be able to take the same abuse that this thing takes is going to be pretty nice. My only thing with the fold that I still think about is just that inner display and over time using it. But you got people like the Real Savage in the chat, and there are other people I know who still have folding phones from the Fold 2, 3, or even the 4, and they have zero issues. So I'm I'm on board with it. I'm on board with it. I think it's going to be interesting. I enjoy the fold form factor, but like I said, there have just been small things that have kept me from wanting to go that route. So we'll see what the Fold 5 does this year. Also, I'm an odd numbered person, so odd numbers usually do really good for me. No, that might sound weird, but I'm superstitious like that. The S21 Ultra, amazing. S22 Ultra, S23, amazing. Okay. The Z Fold 3, pretty awesome. Z Fold 4, pretty good too. Pretty good too. We'll see what the Z Fold 5 has in stock. iPhone 11, loved it. 11 Pro Max was one of my favorite iPhones. 12 Pro Max, it's all right. 13 Pro Max, godsend. Godsend. So we're going to see. I got high hopes for them. We're going to see. Said Michael Peppercheck said that is a great video idea. Makes me think maybe they'll put an L version of Android 14 on the fold, like how 12L was designed for large screens and folding phones. I'm just saying, Mike. I'm just saying. And I ain't even gonna charge you a finder's fee, big dog. Go ahead and make that happen. I'm bored with the 13 Pro Max. Going to grab a Sammy this year. Hey man, switch it up, man. Try something different. Completely flat, exactly. Just the S23 Ultra experience for me has made me interested in the Z Fold, just to see how they handle software for a folding device. They handle it pretty well. The thing about it is, Jason, I can tell you, it's just a few apps here and there that you have problems with, but for the most part, they handle it really well. In my opinion, they handle it really well. Michael Peppertech said, loving my Fold 4. Only thing I'm noticing is it has slowed down a bit, and that 8 Gen 2 might get me to swap up. The chip in this thing is incredible. You hear me? I run this phone with 5G and light mode. I don't do dark mode, all of that throughout the day. And listen, man, this battery gets it done. All right, this battery gets it done. The 8 Gen 2 has been great. I can count on one hand how many times I felt this phone heat up from me doing something while I was using the phone. So shout out to the 8 Gen 2. Great. Samsung did really good this year, and the 8 Gen 2 did really good, or is doing really good. Z Fold 4 is trash. Shut up, Sean. But folks, I'm gonna go ahead and call it here. We're gonna go ahead and close it out here. Ike's Tech Talk is gonna be streaming in about 8 minutes. So we'll raid his chat. I'm going to be watching the replay of his stream, and that's just because for all of my Trekkies and my nerds out there, today, the series finale of Star Trek Picard was released. If you're a Trekkie and you have watched Picard, you know that this season has been incredible. Nothing but a lot of fanfare and fan service, but a true send off to the cast of The Next Generation. And I'm going to go up front and eat something while watching it, probably shed a few tears because I just know it. That's the kind of person I am when it comes to nostalgia. And I'm going to enjoy my night. I hope that you all enjoy yours as well and you enjoy your weekend. I will be back next week with another Thursday night with Tech King Mike, sounding all crispy. So, yes, we will be back. So next week we'll be back with another Thursday night with Tech King Mike. In the meantime, like I said, everybody, let's go raid Ike's stream. If one of my mods doesn't mind throwing the link for his stream in the chat, throw the link for his stream in the chat for me. If one of my mods does not mind doing that for me, or I will try to get it here real quick if nobody can do it. And we're gonna go raid his chat. And in honor of my man Heroic Vision, everybody go to Ike's chat and put hashtag heroic. That's what we're gonna put. Hashtag heroic. Let's see. But in the meantime, glad you streamed, my brother. Really enjoying listening to your thought. Thank you, Michael. I appreciate that, man. Jason C said, Malik said, great stream. Jason C says, by the way, Purple Rain is one of the greatest songs ever. Thank you, Jason. I appreciate that. It is one of the greatest songs of all time. There is the stream. There is the link for Ike's Tech Talks live stream. Go raid his chat and hashtag heroic. And guys, I will catch you next weekend on another Thursday night with Tech King Mike. Y'all be safe. Stay safe. It's a crazy world we're living in right now. Stay safe. And yeah, I'll catch you guys later.